Welcome back. I'm so excited. I get to share with y'all my haul today. I had my lovely husband go with me to a larger city north of here, but we still went to some locally owned shops and stuff today in that larger city, and I had called ahead of time because I wanted to make sure that they carried some stuff, and they had a lot of different threads than what I can find around here. So I wanted to share with you some of the neat things that I had found today, and just why shopping small and shopping local is such a big deal, like, and so important to me, because you can find things there that you can't normally find elsewhere. I found a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff that I haven't even, like, as far as brands and stuff go, haven't even heard of. But then just not to the different things, but then you also get the knowledge. They share their knowledge with you, and that to me is just super, super important. And I'm still working on this, as you can see. I still am loving this. I've added a couple of, like, just gone back and been like, oh, I think I need an extra stitch here or there. So I put in an extra stitch here or there, nothing major. I added to that cable chain stitch, these straight stitches and French knots and lazy daisies and stuff. And then I added some French knots in over here in the center of these little darker blue starbursts, and put some white X's in between the gray X's just to kind of make that stand out a little bit more. And just little things, just playing around with it whenever I have time or feel like it, and just adding little bits and bobs whenever the mood strikes me. And I'm really liking this, and this is still probably one of my favorite parts of it. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys my haul today, and know that my husband is just such a great sport for going and hanging out with me and looking at threads and stuff that he just does not care a thing in the world about. So this, I'll just start out with the basic stuff. So this is DMC pearl cotton. This is the size 5, and I already have several size 5s, and I've used the size 5 here and the size 5 here, and I do like the effect that it gives to different things. So I did get some more pearl cotton in the size 5 today. Excuse me. And then I got, where are they at? Oh, I got a couple of size 8s, and they had some 12s. And I felt like the 12s were just super, super thin. They even had some 10s. So that would have been in between the 12 and the 8. But I wasn't sure about those either. So I don't know. I just feel like certain things, like the thinner they are, they just kind of, I feel like the 8 is the thinnest I would go. Otherwise, it just kind of, disappears into the work. But I did get a couple of size 8s, and with playing with this, I may go back and get some more size 8s, but I just kind of wanted to get a good idea of, because I didn't have that many size 8s, like these little white spots and these French knots and these X's right here. This is done in a size 8 that's a white, and I already had that. So outside of that, I just I haven't used a lot of what I do have, and what I do have just came in a little kit, and so it's kind of I don't like, they're blues and reds, and I don't use a whole lot of red anyway, but blue, there's not a lot of uses for blue either, sadly, and blue is one of my favorite colors, and so even though I love it, I don't get to use it very much. And like when I do use it like that, I feel like fades off. This definitely fades off kind of into this, and that it stands out well enough, but at the same time, not as much as you would need it to, I guess, or I would want it to. So I don't know. I get a little sad that blue is not used near enough. But anyway, I got a brown and a green because I thought I can do a lot with those, obviously, and I really like that color green. So I'm gonna play around with the size 8 pearl cottons and see what new looks. But I wanted, like, the purpose of going today was to find things with new looks and new textures and stuff. So speaking of textures, I found these. These I thought were, I was like, oh my gosh, those are cute. Don't know exactly what I can use them on, but I don't know. I'll find something fun. And like, I'm working on those crazy quilts for my grandsons. So, and it's single strand. And it's about, I would say it's about equivalent to a size 8 pearl cotton, maybe even a size 5. Yeah, that might be equivalent to a size 5. Oh, wrong one. Oh, yep, it's going to be in between. It's going to be in between a 5 and an 8. It's going to fall in the middle there. So, but anyway, I just thought those were cute. And I was like, ooh, I could do something fun with those. If not on mine, like it's not going to go with my color palette here, but I thought I might find a place for it on the grandbaby's crazy quilts. So I thought those would be fun. And then oh, this is really pretty. This is Water Lily's brand. It's 6-stranded silk, and it says hand painted, and it's made in the US, but it's imported from Italy. So I guess the silk is imported from Italy and it's hand painted in the US. And this is guacamole. I have another one of those. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, ta-da. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And that's very, very pretty. And I just like the look of those two together. And this is super soft. Oh my goodness, it's so soft. And this is Frosses du Bois. I'm not even sure that I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we're going to go with it for the time being anyways. Again, imported from Italy. I'm guessing the silk is imported from Italy, and then it's hand dyed or hand painted here in the US. But anyways, I thought these were lovely, and they're super, super soft. So I'm excited to see what these look like in my stitching. And this is 12 ply, 12 strands of this silk. So super fine, super lovely. And I can't say that one strand, well, I wonder what the equivalent is of one strand of this and one strand of just stranded cotton. Let's see. Oh, that's doubled. Okay, so we can see what the how that compares. I don't know if y'all can tell, but that's going to be about the same size. So you just get double the amount of strands in this silk than you do with the stranded cotton. But beautiful, beautiful colors. I was so excited about that. So that's another lovely one that I'm excited to explore the uses of. Oh, this is a wool, and it's a stranded yarn that can be separated. And then it's, I think it's called I think they said it's a tapestry wool. Excuse me, my throat, I got a tickle in it today, apparently. So the wool, it's a stranded wool and it can be separated. So obviously, like for embroidery purposes, I would probably definitely only use one strand of that, but it's a good thick strand. But I think it'll look lovely, and I'm actually kind of excited because if you saw where I'm working on the crazy quilt, I don't as of now I haven't gotten this video posted, but I will be getting it posted. So I guess it depends on when I get this current video that I'm filming now posted as to whether this will already be up or not. But I have this piece together. I just have to stitch it down, and I have decided to go with the straight stitch on this because I really liked what the straight stitch looked like when I was basting all the pieces down. So I feel like the wool is just such a I can't I know that sounds silly, a cavemanish look. Like if cavemen were stitching, which I'm sure they, you know, had to find ways to hold their clothes together. So apparently they did stitch, I guess. So they had bone needles and I would say some kind of fur or something that was, you know, used as thread. So maybe wool. But anyway, so I feel like this is a good use for that. And looking at it here, it does kind of fade off into the background. So I don't know. I only got one of these because I wanted to see how it worked and what it looked like before I got just a whole ton of this stuff. But it does feel, it has a unique feel. I mean, it's not super soft and smooth because it's wool, and wool's kind of rough, and I hate to say scratchy. I don't want to say scratchy. Some wool can be soft, but most wool is kind of coarse. So it has that feel to it. But I do think, and who knows, I may see if I can get 2 strands of it in a needle and through the material. If I can't do it, then I can double up stitches. I can do a single strand in the needle, but then double my stitches. So that's fine too. I can play with it and see how it works. But that's really what I wanted to do with this, was just play with new textures and new threads and different things, and just see what the outcome is when you play with them. So there's that. That's gonna be fun, I think, to play with. And then let's see, what else do I have over here? I have these. So this is wildflowers, not water flowers. That was water lilies. This is wildflowers. And these are hand-dyed cotton in the US. So these aren't silk. The others were silk. These are cotton. And these are hand-dyed in the US, but they've got this lovely variegation to them. And I just thought these were so pretty. See, this is a color. This is mulberry, and this is mountain meadow. And and these are not as soft as the silk, but they still feel nice. And these are pearl cottons. These are pearl cottons, not stranded cotton. So it's, and I think these are the size 8. Yeah. I think that's the size 8 stranded. Oh, it may be a size 3. No, I take that back. I'm sorry. I went the wrong direction with that. This may be a 12, size 12. Size 12 is the way that kind of looks up next to that 8. So might be a size 12 pearl cotton. It doesn't say on here what size it is, or if it does, I don't know how to read their coding on it. But anyways, that's a pearled pearled cotton. But those are very pretty. I love those variegations in there. So I was really excited about that. And then I got these three. This is Impressions. And I don't know if you've paid attention or if you can even see it, but the water lilies, the wildflowers, and the Impressions are have all the same address on them. So I don't know if they're parts of the same company or if these different companies are using the same facility for dyeing their thread. So there's that. But so this is a silk wool blend. So it's 50% silk, 50% wool. And it's got a very, very soft, unique kind of feel to it. It's not as soft as the silk itself, and it's not quite as it's different than the pearl cotton. And this is also pearled. It's not stranded, so it's a single strand of braided thread. And this looks to be, yeah, that looks to be about, yeah, that's a size 8. That's a size 8 pearled. I'm going to say pearled just from the look of it, but maybe they're calling it braided. But again, this is imported from Italy, and then hand dyed in the US. And 50% silk, 50% wool, and it's got some lovely variegations in it. Not as much in the green. It's very, very mild in the green, but you can definitely tell it in these other colors. The variegations. That doesn't even tell me a name. It just gives me a number. Well, this says Pebbles, and that's just another number without a name. And these are supposed to be color fast. I did try to make sure that everything I got was color fast except the fuzzies. The fuzzies, and the fuzzies are made in Italy, and it says hand wash and test. So not exactly color fast without test, like maybe test it first. So, but anyway, I am still excited about my haul today. So there's those, and there is more. There is more. I got one of these little soy. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that correctly either. But anyway, this is Pull Skein Pure Silk Thread hand embroidery. And it doesn't, that's just the color number, I'm guessing. So it doesn't, it's from France. It's from France. And I'm probably butchered that name. I don't speak French, and French is a weird enunciation language with their letters. Which ones get said and which ones don't, and I never know which is which. But anyway, this is a stranded, and it's tied into a knot so that it doesn't separate, because it is straight silk, so it will separate very easily, as you can see. So this is a stranded, and it looks to be 6 strands of silk, but still very, very pretty, very lovely. So I'm excited to get to test this out in my stitching. And then I got these. These are called over dyes. So again, hand dyed. And these are supposed to be color fast. They all say they're all cotton floss holiday collection. But even on these little cards somewhere. Oh, actually this one, Berry Splash, says it is not Color Fast. I missed that. That one says Color Fast. That one's Color Fast. This one's Color Fast. And that one's Color Fast. So I guess I just took it for granted that all of those were going to be Color Fast. But this is overdyed cotton floss. So these were Island Breeze, Berry Splash, Shutter Green, Daffodil. Can't get all of my together there. But anyways, so I thought I was really, really excited about these, and I thought these were so pretty along with all of my other colors. So I'm really excited to get to see how these colors play together in my stitching. And oh, I mean, even just laying those there, they look so pretty. So I'm really excited to get to see this and get to use these along with all these others in here. Let's see. Just lay these out real quick. Just see, get an idea of which ones I might use in this and which ones I might use somewhere else. Ooh, those look really pretty on there too. And oh, there's the other wildflower. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So lots of new colors, lots of new textures, lots of new, just new stuff. Like I said, these probably won't get used on this piece, and probably the wool won't get used on that piece either, but lots to play with, lots to have fun with. So I'm really excited. So I will definitely be showing you what these look like and how they work, and like what they're going to look like and stuff, and how they feel in a needle and in the material when I finally get to using them. So super, super excited. But anyways, I just wanted to share my little haul with you guys today. Not a lot, but it's enough to make me happy. Anyways, have a good night.